Can everyone hear me okay? And apologies for the delay. Screen sound good. This is amazing. I actually have the same headset that JR said was bad before. It's like, oh my goodness. Okay, so we should be ready to rock and roll in the nicest possible way. It's good to have two computers, two brains, two screens, two houses. It's the same headset that just does my head in. Sanet David or Saint David? I think Sanet's probably better. Don't feel like a saint. Talk to my kids. I think I'm the devil at the moment. I've asked them to keep their rooms clean. They're only 21 and 23. Should have seen the performance. My goodness. Had to threaten to chuck one out of the house. I never do that. Welcome to the World Indices Speed webinar for Monday, the 4th of May, 2015. New line. I still got the little baby bear up there. And I think for a couple of reasons, full stop, new line. The old sell-in may go away, number one. No, that's not number one, new line. Number one is US interest rates in the long term are going up, full stop, new line. That makes it hard for a bull to be strong, full stop, new line. It is also at a time where a bear won't be that strong, but it'll be a baby bear if we get one, full stop, new line. We have 517 US optionable stocks on bear pause warnings. We have 879 US optionable stocks on bull horns warnings. Full stop, new line. And where are they? There are a lot of, in the bull horns warnings, there are a lot of, looks like healthcare, bit of realty, Indian funds, full stop, new line. So maybe we'll have a look at India. And the data on India is not fabulous. There's a 2000 data. Let's see what it's like for seasonal cycles. And on the Indian funds, you're generally better off waiting till August for buying. Full stop your line. Although now you might want to do a short-term buy if you're thinking about them. Full stop your line. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. As we can see, the Dow has been rallying against the bonds. Full stop, new line. It's now back into an area where the Dow may get hit versus the bonds. Full stop, new line. So we might see selling of the Dow and buying of the bonds. Full stop, new line. S&P 500 cash index, new line. We see the monthly has not broken down, and yet it's only been a few days of monthlies. Full stop, new line. This is the operative point below 2040, and there's problems in the S&P 500 cash index. Full stop, new line. On the weekly chart, the S&P didn't close that badly at all, but it had popped a new high and popped a new low, so it indicates a complete confusion pattern. Full stop, new line. They want to be bullish. They're getting good results, but somebody is happy to unload somewhere higher up. Full stop, new line. And now you can see the reason I think it's a baby bear, because the volume we saw yesterday was not strong on the upside, but the volume has been increasing to the downside. Full stop, new line. So I think what we saw on Friday night was a classic Friday night manipulation. So they bought it on Friday, so they'll sell it on Monday after it rallies probably to about here at 21.14. Full stop, new line. E-mini S&P, new line. Same story. Increasing volume, a rally met by today so far not going on with the job. They might want to drive it up towards 2105, 2107, get everybody's stops out, and then drive it harder down when the liquidity comes in on Monday in the US, full stop, new line. The manipulation is in. I know I did it ass backwards, but let's have a look at the Dow Transports now, new line. Dow Transportation average, new line. We again see rally on volume that is limited, and this can probably come back up to 8,800 and then try lower, full stop, new line. NASDAQ, new line. You will notice that the NASDAQ rallied on poor volume as well. Full stop, new line. Not only that, you'll notice that the NASDAQ did not make a new high. Full stop, new line on the daily charts. Full stop, new line. We can see increasing volume to the downside, so 4,500 would be the slapping area. Full stop, new line. Now, it is my firm belief that God has returned to the markets and that the evil that we have seen in the past is strength is waning. Full stop, new line. Now, I'm sounding really biblical, but I definitely think that there's been a lot of evil in the US markets, and that evil has swapped over to the European markets. Full stop, new line. The US market is not as strong as it should be. What do I mean by that? What we can see here is probably an ABC pattern to the upside. And what that means is a shove below 43.75 indicates a very fast decline. Full stop, new line. Volatility index, the VIX, new line. Quite perversely, we see the volatility index come down lower and close on its lows. Full stop, new line. So I wouldn't be surprised if it lifted itself up again. Full stop, new line. VXX.ETF, new line. We have been entered, or we were entered a few days ago, and stopped out in the VXX.ETF. And what we will do is we'll leave our orders on to buy on a dip, and we'll get back in around that $18.69. Full stop, new line. European stock indices, new line. German DAX, new line. We're seeing a move up towards 11,735. If this doji is an indication, it may go to 11,616. Full stop, new line. And then if it's a normal market, which I don't think it is, but if it does, expect 10,849. Full stop, new line. If it breaks through 11,750, expect 11,986. Full stop, new line. DJ Euro Stocks 50, new line. We can see the Euro Stocks 50 is confused as well. It seems as if it's actually got some data for today. I don't know why that would be. However, 36.55 would be the area you could expect it to rally back up to, 36.91. And then it can decide whether it's a bull, bear, or nowhere. Full stop, new line. Really, you still got to think that 3,500 would be a give me buy. Full stop, new line, with a stop loss below around the 34.20 area. Full stop, new line. UK FTSE, new line. The UK FTSE rallying okay. 2 days of rally. It's got some problems up to about 70.25, and then the potential down to 68.07. Full stop, new line. Is it as bad as the other ones? No, it's reasonable compared to the other ones. Full stop, new line. So if you've got an inclination to buy it, you'd run a stop at 6,900. Full stop, new line. Italian MIB, new line. Italian MIB's landed on something significant. Really needs to pull up through 23,400. If it can do that, then off to 24,000. Full stop, new line. And you can buy it with a stop loss below 22,700. Full stop, new line. Asian stock indices, new line. Shanghai A shares index, new line. We are still marking time with Patsy Cline on this. Full stop, new line. We've actually had 4 days of sideways. Woohoo! Full stop, new line. This has not been seen for over a month. Full stop, new line. With a bit of luck, we could get a decline down to 44.15 or 41.80. Full stop, new line. With a bit of manipulation, anything is possible though. Full stop, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. You would have thought that yesterday it would have received a little bit more of a shock. It didn't. Full stop new line, or at least on Friday. That still makes me feel it could come back down to 27,516, or push up to 29,626. Which is the bigger possibility? Question mark. I would say the pullback is the bigger possibility. Japanese Nikkei, new line. The US dollar yen appeared to be manipulated upwards over the last couple of days. So I would say the best thing you could think of is to buy some Nikkei with a stop loss below 19,200. Market on open, new PHG trade. Or how about we don't do that, because the Japanese governor has said they don't need any more QE because they got inflation. Australian share price index futures, new line. On the Australian SPY, we see a bit of a rally. We don't see higher volume on that rally. At the moment, we see a swing is down. It needs to get through 58.38, which it may do this morning. And we'll go in and have a look at this question in the Australian room. Talk to you soon.